Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. He is taking a 1-0 approach, even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today. He said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Terrapins will kick off first, and here we go. And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, then the offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the deep makes the grab in their space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Julian saying to throw. Over the middle it's Smith. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keep it on the ground. Tackled there by the defense.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. The RPO, it's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Sayin to throw. On target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Williams. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Powers through the defender. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Washington. Williams got it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. He'll put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got the first himself. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Maryland! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. Well, what do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So an 82-yard drive there. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Throwing, say it. Right down the middle. Smith with the grab over the middle. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's West. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting a big tackle for a loss.
Right on the money. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge. Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. They believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Williams. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Washington. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. He's got it. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking for room. It's Howard. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship. How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
A spectacular one-hand grab.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Say it. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. And he'll be brought down.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
To throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Smith's got it. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Bring in the heat, and down he goes. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, it's Jackson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll run it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Sayin from the gun on third down. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Caught. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He's trying to get it in, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Washington. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face. Make that ball float up in the air. Creates the turnover. Creates the big play. Momentum shift for the defense.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking for the end zone. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Fires quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. From the gun on third down, say it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
It's bad enough on offense to turn it over. It's even worse, though, David, when you let a D lineman flip the field on you. What happened there?
It was greatness is what happened. I don't know what you're talking about when you let the D lineman, the best athletes on the field, that's what you dream about, by the way. You dream about scooping up a fumble, taking it to the house, showing everybody that defensive linemen are such great athletes and just point proven. 40-plus yard return. Hey, running back, anything you can do, I can do better.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Pulls it in. It's Fleming. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The run inside. It's Jackson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive.
Here's a little room there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. The offense changing the play. Running inside. It's Jackson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Back to throw. It's Washington. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's complete on the right side. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Say it. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now on second down. They go right back to him. Got enough for the first. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Dropping back, it's Washington. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wants to fire on second down. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Julian saying to throw. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. To the air, it's Sayin.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Gets rid of it. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't...
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires left side at Smith. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry. This quarterback and receiver, you saw it on that one.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Just goes up and takes it away. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 24 team, the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the Cougars who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season.
Finds a man in the middle.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the run, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Throwing, Sayin. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. finds his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it down to the 41-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Love the play call here. Love the decision to go RPO on fourth down. You're giving yourself options, but right here, you're just trusting in your offensive line and your running back to go get you the first down. Well done.
Oh, they're after him. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
He might want another play. The run inside. It's Jackson.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They send the tight end in motion. Sayin fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Working the middle. It's complete. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Running inside. It's Jackson. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Staying in that aggressive mindset on fourth down, they'll try to convert for the third time. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Right back to him on the ground. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And we talked about this guy coming to the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature. They're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, and now they're finding out about him.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Takes it on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Say it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
With the draw, it's Jackson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Third and 6 yards to go. Sayin from the gun on third down. Gets open down the middle. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, after allowing a touchdown in the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now
Makes a deep grab. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now. Let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They'll grab the squib kick close to the 30-yard line. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Got a man. It's Webb. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The run inside. It's Howard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Looking long. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, what a move. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, third and long, and this defense is thinking pass, pass, pass. Offense, nice job. They sneak a run in there, kind of catch them off guard. Quarterback keeps the football, gets some yardage, and now makes this fourth down more manageable.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in, it's Durr. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Terrapins moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking to the big tight end. This time he's got his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw again. Fakes a catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Off play action. Going for 6. Trying to barrel in.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
To the air, it's Washington. Back's got it, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Maryland! Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Official stopping play as one of the Terrapins is down on the field. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So this offense really needs to put together a drive as they've seen their lead whittled all the way down to a field goal. Quick completion on the out route. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On the draw, it's Jackson. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They give it to him again. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. No wasted time as the defense uses the timeout here. 1:54 left to play. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll move the tight end. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Using the quick game. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They'll go right back to the run, and he'll be brought down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
From the gun on third down, Sayin makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Buckeyes enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Tight end now in motion. They'll go back to the ground. Still on his feet. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Buckeyes with an answer.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he made the extra point without problem. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires left. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. The Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
To the air, it's Washington. To the end zone, and it's picked off. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. He took that baby